Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I am Kim Watkins and I will be your trainer for Tuesday, April 9th. This is our level 2 workout of the week. Yesterday we got a good start to the week with the easy level 1 workout, all the fundamental building blocks that you're going to be using the whole week. So it's all the usual suspects that we're going to be doing, but we are going to add a layer of difficulty to each of the 6 moves. And the first thing we're going to do is warm up. Same 2 moves as yesterday for the warm up. This week we're doing a standing swim and a high knee march. So we're going to do each of those moves for 30 seconds. In the meantime, stand up, take a couple of deep breaths, and do a little postural systems check. Always important to make sure that your ears are in line with your shoulders, your back is straight, your abs are contracted, you're engaging those tummy muscles, you are making sure that your pelvis is vertical. So if you need to tuck in your tailbone, please do so. And then just focus for a second on your energy, on bringing some energy into your body by deep breathing in through your nose, and then contract that diaphragm and exhale all the carbon dioxide out. Now your feet are together, toes and heels touching, and you're going to swim freestyle through the air for 30 seconds. So you are, I always use Michael Phelps as my example to envision, but we're going to start the clock. So if you're Michael Phelps, or Natalie, I think Conklin is one of the female swimmers, Dara Torres, some of the other really fabulous swimmers that you can imagine are swimming real big, super wide, controlled circles, back and around and up and down, cupping your hand a little bit in order to really force that air behind you. Use your awareness and your precision of movement to make the resistance happen for you. You don't need a huge, like 5 or 10 pound weight in your hands in order to build tone and to have a more productive fitness routine. Okay, now you're going to do a march, high knees, big arm swing today, lifting the knees up hip level. 30 seconds starts now. I don't know where 15 seconds came from, but clearly we're going to do everything for 30 seconds as we always do in our muscle maintenance workouts. The only difference, of course, is with we have a couple of single leg movements that we're doing this week, and today, the same with today. We'll do an alternating forward lunge, but then when we get to the fire hydrant, we're actually isolating the right leg for 15 seconds and then the left. Okay, you're all set with the warm-up. Hopefully you're all ready now. We're going to do a squat first today. So, plant your feet hip width apart. Make sure that your pinky toes and heels are in line, meaning you don't want your toes to turn out. When your toes turn out, your quads do all of the work. You want to sit down and back. Your weight is in your heels. You are sitting into an imaginary chair. Your arms are extended forward for balance. If you want to, you can, as you come up, you can do a row, bringing those elbows right across your rib cage as you come up, squeezing the shoulder blades in the back, all the way down. Inhale on your way down, in fact, and exhale as you lift up. 30 seconds. Time starts now. Remember, this is the instructional set, so each move will take a little bit longer because you'll get about 30 seconds of instruction for 30 seconds then of effort, which will take twice as long as the flow set, which we'll do afterwards, and that will have very little time in between each of the moves. It will pretty much be a straight shot, 30 seconds of each move. All right, so remember how you do this. It's going to be a squat first, and next we're doing some lunges. Ready? And hands on your hips. Take a big step out with your right leg. Make sure your feet are straight. Bend both knees. Straight. Body goes straight down, lowering the torso straight down. Keep the tailbone, your back, and everything completely straight. Push back and back to start. Now I'm going to start the clock for 30 seconds. Starting with your left foot. Go ahead. 30 seconds. Very good. Make sure that you're breathing. The pattern doesn't really matter so much in this as just maintaining an inhale, exhale pattern that you are comfortable with. You just don't want to hold your breath like it feels like I'm doing right now. I don't know. I think I've got a lot going on today, so I'm a little bit frantic, I think, to get this workout done myself, and then move on to fairly jam-packed day with lots of interesting clients and meetings and various things we're doing. Okay, Now you're set for lunges. We'll go back to that for the second time around in just a couple of minutes. And we're going to do some jumping jacks next. So remember with jumping jacks, number one, you're keeping a bend in your knee for shock absorption. Number two, you're landing lightly on the balls of your feet. Number three, you are controlling your arms, touching up at the top, a minuscule bend in the elbow, but basically your arms are straight. 30 seconds, time starts now. Go ahead with those jumping jacks, getting the heart rate back up, moving in different directions, the body, and of course, working a little bit at the back and your shoulders. Jumping jacks, you know, I mean, it's not sexy. Who are we kidding? You're just doing jumping jacks. It's not super crazy and fun, but they're tried and true. Something that is a very important aspect of a sustainable, consistent, persistent routine in your life that you don't have to, you know, yeah, you can take advantage of the seasons and be outside more when the weather's warmer, or you know, take advantage of being on vacation and doing a beautiful spa day and all that kind of stuff. But you still have to have the fundamentals down every day. Bird dog is next. Down on the floor with your hands and knees on the floor. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and you're going to extend your right arm forward, straight forward. Your palm turns towards your head. Your bicep is right there next to your ear. Now extend your left leg back, point your toe, and keep your hips and both shoulders flat, parallel to the floor, okay? Now switch, left arm and the right leg. And I'm starting the 30 seconds now. You're simply going to extend all the way out. Remember, you're trying to increase the distance between the tips of your toes and the tips of your fingers. And that diagonal dimensional movement helps stabilize and increase the strength of those paraspinal muscles, which are tiny muscles, not tiny, but small muscles, underneath your giant trapezius, which is the sort of flat piece of muscle that covers your entire back. But underneath, connecting the ribs together, the spinal vertebra together, is this group of smaller muscles. Okay, as I'm yammering on, 30 seconds goes pretty fast. The next thing is the isolated fire hydrant. So you're going to stabilize your weight on your left leg and lift the right knee up and then lower down slowly for 15 seconds. Remember to keep the hips flat. You want to keep your body weight somewhat stable in the middle. You're going to lean a little bit, but try not to lean too far to the left when you're moving the right leg, okay? 30 seconds, time starts now. This is called the isolated bird dog. So you're just going to do 15 seconds here, and then we'll switch and do 15 seconds with the right leg stable and the left leg moving. Coming up on 8 minutes here for the entire workout. Just hang with me for a few more minutes. We have one move after this. Go ahead and switch legs, by the way. You're stable now on your right leg, left knee lifting up and lowering down slowly. And then we're going to do a plank, a standard plank after this on your forearms, and then you get that quick break, and then we'll do the flow set, which moves a lot faster, even though it is a bit harder. 3 minutes of fairly intense work, but it's worth it. It's worth it because you're gonna do really good stuff here today. Okay, now lower your body down to your forearms and walk those feet back. If you can't sustain 30 seconds on your toes, go back to yesterday's modified plank. That's why we do the most fundamental building blocks on the Monday, not only because it's so much harder to get energy on Mondays, and I always feel this way. Yesterday I was dragging, oh my God, so many naps I was tempted to take during the course of the day. Falling asleep on the subway, falling asleep as I'm trying to catch the news and see what the weather's going to be like. I mean, just, you know, Mondays are tough. They are not easy. All right, you're in your plank. Let's start the 30 seconds. And yeah, so the Monday move, if you went back to your Monday move for today, just make sure you don't end up on your tummy during this 30-second interval. You should be able to maintain a plank, at least on your knees, for 30 seconds. You've got 10 more seconds to go, and then we have a break. You're doing great. Keep that breathing going. 3 seconds, and you're on your break. Very good. About 10-15 seconds here we're going to do as far as the break goes, because we want to get you right back through this and out the door, ready for your Tuesday. So take a deep breath, stand on up, get yourself ready for the standard squats. Once again, starting in 5 seconds. Pinky toes and heels in line, arms out forward. 3, 2, 1, and go. Squats for 30 seconds. You can do this. Make sure you inhale on your way down. Exhale as you lift up. Make sure as you exhale too, you squeeze your butt cheeks and press those heels into the floor. Really, really emphasize your contractions. Squeezing up at the top, kind of thrusting the pelvis forward a little bit at the top so that you get that complete extension of the hip flexor muscles and of your body weight stability before you go right back into your next squat. And that was 30 seconds. Good job. Okay, forward lunge. Alternating forward lunge. Time starts now. And with the lunge, the big thing is making sure that you take a big enough step so that you make right angles with both legs. You also want to make sure that you keep your back straight. When you collapse at your waist and kind of bend forward, you aren't engaging your tummy muscles, which is a big part of this, but you put extra strain on your back, right? You really want to make sure that you don't do that if possible. You've got 10 seconds left. Make sure your ankles and your toes stay in one straight line as well. And 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Don't need a lot of transition time for jacks. So let's go right on into it. 30 seconds. Landing lightly on the balls of your feet. Think of yourself here as like, a firefly. You are just fluttering, fluttering, fluttering your wings. You are so light as a feather. You are jumping up. Yes, and it's jumping. Oh my gosh, so many people see that, the word jumping in a workout or hear it and they're like, wow, I don't want to jump. I hate it. I don't like my feet. I don't feel good with my feet. If you have real foot issues, that's one thing. Go to a reputable doctor, make sure you understand exactly what your mechanics are. But everyone should be able to jump a little bit. Okay, bird dog next. Down on the floor, hands and knees. Start with the right hand, left leg. Time starts now, 30 seconds. Right at 12 minutes here. 3 moves left. You'll be done in 14 minutes. And that is your workout for the day. And let me tell you, by the way, you're alternating right arm, left leg with left arm, right leg. Keep the hand turned towards your head, bicep next to your ear, hips flat, shoulders flat. And I completely forgot the little factoid I was going to express to you right now. I don't remember what I was about to say, but anyway. I do. Now I do. Remember? It's funny how that works, right? Your brain sort of like coughs or something. But I was going to say that this 14 minutes, which we're coming up here on the end of your bird dog, so go ahead and isolate your body weight on your left leg. Start rotating the right knee up and back down for 15 seconds. Time starts now. 14 minutes of consistent and high level, efficiency is just as metabolically productive as going into your gym and fiddling around with trying to understand how the bike works, the program of the bike, and then the elliptical, standing around, going back and forth to the water fountain 45 times every hour. Go ahead and switch legs, by the way. Very good. Coming up on that last move in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, lower your hands to your forearm position. And it's your plank. Final move. 30 seconds. Time starts now. You have no real reason to walk into a gym unless you love being there. If that's the case, hey, have at it. I don't love being in a gym. I hate being in a gym. And so I don't go. I do other stuff. And I make sure that I make really smart decisions with my food. That's one of the reasons why we get so involved with food with our clients, because it's not about saying no completely to butter. It's not about saying no completely to meat. It is not about saying no to cheese, but it is about saying yes the majority of the time to the things that are good for you and enjoying your life in terms of food. And there's a real practical approach to fitness there too. And that's why we really don't want you to have to spend an hour in the gym unless you really love it. If that's what you love, then hey, that's great. That's fine. It's like being a vegan or a vegetarian. If you really love that lifestyle, then that's what you love and that's great. But if you don't, if you want to explore everything that life has to offer and have kind of a more well-rounded approach to your health, then adopt this sort of short workout thing in the morning, and then take your stairs go for a run, play kickball in the park with your kids, whatever. But enjoy it. And on that note, you're all set. I hope you stopped your plank well into my last soapbox there, which was more like a minute and a half. So I'm going to stop. I am Kim Watkins from InShape Fitness. I'm in New York City. I can be reached at inshape-fitness.com. And if you have any questions or thoughts or concerns about your workouts, please let us know. We're happy to consult with you in your company and your home. However you would like us to assist you, please let me know. We can certainly set up a program for you. Have a great day. Be back tomorrow for Level 3.